people are there, and I get a whole spectrum of right from the chief of staff to the Jawan buying from us. So that is a captive retail which will be very successful. Then we went into hotels and caterer segment, and now we are slowly touching food processors and exporters. So this is in the physical spectrum what eFarm is operating. Another biggest problem, the most important problem why agriculture is such a big mess is there is no data. Does anybody know how many farmers, last year there was a big problem of onion in Maharashtra. Do you know how many onion farmers are there in Maharashtra? Does the government know? Does anybody know? We still don't know. There is a big crisis, we run around saying, and the crisis is over, then we forget about it. Government data is at least census to census. Every 10 years there is government data, and the farmers are changing their producing every 3 months, 2 months. And you look at the government data, go to that farm itself will not be there. You would have sold it to an SEC. That is the status of government data. So everybody is basing their market strategy on government data. This data itself is correct. Second, demand. Does anybody know what is the actual Mumbai actual consumption, or what is the demand of tomatoes of Mumbai today? Will you start a business of say Nike shoes without knowing how many people have legs, how many youth are there? First thing you do is demographics of the thing, 25 to 35, how many people are there, what is their salary level, then only you will make the marketing strategy and start making shoes. Now we are producing pomegranates, this, that, without knowing can Mumbai actually take it, because that is the nearest city. So the supply is going up, demand is going down, so if there is so much of variation there, it is always a problem. So what is the solution? Okay, several solutions have been tried, but from an Indian context, people have driven a Bajaj scooter will appreciate it. You give a kick, things start working. So we said no one solution can really take. You can't take a Walmart example and put it in India. So we said, okay, take something from Amul, take something from the Dabbawalas, take something what Fab India has done to the textile industry, mix it with the technology which eBay has done. Can we build something where supply chain with technology, with some things can actually work, which is what we have been experimenting. And you really look at innovations in the supply chain which we have introduced. We started by putting weighing machines. Nothing very grand. People have been talking about cold storage. No, weighing machine. Why is a weighing machine very important? Farmers today have mobile phones, they have TVs, they have mopeds, they have cable TVs. Government is giving free grinder, mixer, everything. If they are given a weighing machine, every single bag from the farmer would come with the same weight. The same farmer, same day, same produce, every bag is different. Do you know how they actually bag it? They take a gunny bag, keep on putting the stuff till they can pack it, because they're counting labor. A labor charges 20 rupees a bag. So they're trying to say, let me stuff as much as possible so that I save on the labor. They're not looking at standardization and weights. 1,000 years we have been doing agriculture. Why didn't we even standardize our weights and measures? We have ISI, we have so many things which are standardized and everything. Why didn't we standardize? A bag of potato should only be 50 kg. Is it ever 50 kg? How many of you have actually gone to a mandi and bought bags of onions and potato? What a harrowing experience. Every single day, I buy 20 bags, my operation will get basket, every bag has to check, every bag, it's a harrowing mess. Why can't we just say a bag should be so much, a crate should be so much? Very simple. Why haven't we done it? Why haven't we, so many experts are there just saying, can we just standardize before you do business? So why do you think the foreign guys are not coming into India at all? Because this is so fundamental. You can't even know what you're getting. Grades. You don't need export quality grading saying 6 inch, sometimes export specifications I laugh at. Lady's finger has to be 6 inches long, 3 millimeter diameter. You ask the wife or your girlfriend or something, does she really look at the size of the lady's finger because she makes bindi sabji? No. Who's making these specifications? Why do you need these specifications? Just really small, medium, large. Good, bad, ugly. Yesterday's stock, today's stock. That's it. Why do we need such? And for an Indian audience, even if you're exporting, who's eating this bindi? Not the American. It's the Indian sitting in America or New Jersey who's ordering your bindi. Why are we going to all this headache? The Indian lady, we know what she's looking for. So even the export market, just cut all these nonsense. Let's get to something just basic. Technology. A lot of people have built websites for farmers. No farmer is going to come to a website. But mobile technology, if you see, everybody has a mobile phone. Nobody taught them how to use mobile phone. They're using English mobile phones. But they picked it up themselves and they're paying full price. They're paying. It's not free. Government didn't give mobile phones free. Government even didn't give minutes free. They're paying for it. So why are we charging and giving everything free for? He never said I want it free. He's willing to pay provided it's a service and he's getting benefits from that. So long story short is we said connect all the players in the chain. The farmer is selling something, he also wants the seeds, so everything if you see in the chain is a big mess. So So he doesn't know where to buy from, he doesn't know where to sell to. Somebody is setting up a food processing industry, he is having problems in supply, he doesn't know how to market it. A guy in the city has set up a store, but his supply is always a problem. So if you connect all of them, the problem is data is not available. Okay. So first thing what we did in eFarm is let's actually build a system, build the back-end IT system, and also build the foreground system with physical infrastructure put in. So we set up collection centers. Initially we send a truck and we train the farmers. The trucks will have weighing machines. We showed them how weighing machines and we show them basic grading. We train them and said by doing that you get better pricing. So it is very simple logic for them. He said, yeah, earlier I didn't know, I didn't have labor. I said I'll bring the labor from the city because so many people are looking for jobs. Quickly we were able to change the way the farmers are working. Similarly, we set up a distribution center inside the city, which is like a hub and spoke kind of model. So the end customers come to the distribution center, which is again the chefs and all come. It's not that retail. They come and see, inspect the place because there are ISO 9000, nowadays Food Security Act and all is coming. So they need to make sure that the items which are coming is from a proper supplier. So now they can even go to their customer and say, I am buying from eFarm. So the brand eFarm creates a value chain for them also to their customers saying, hey, my source is not from the mandi. It's from eFarm and I know all the way the traceability up to where it's coming from, which is a big sell for all. So very quickly, we starting from the slums, we are now supplying to the Oberois and the Tajes and the airlines and the armies of the world. All that they wanted is somebody who can just understand, speak and deliver right price, right quality, right time. Nothing greater than that. We don't even have a cold storage. We just deliver the thing like a sabji wala, we started delivering on that door. So they said, can you give it at 10 o'clock? Great, I'll give it at 10 o'clock. Not at 11, not at 8. Because their staff comes, everybody has a particular time when their purchase staff is coming. We backward it. What do you want? Right specification. Like an IT company, we said, what do you want? How much quantity? What specification? We prepared a specification. A lot of the purchase heads were surprised. We never had a sabji wala even ask what we want. It is always like sabji aa raha hai, theek hai, aaj aa gaya to bas Bhagwan ka shukar hai. तुम पूछ रहे हो कि कैसे चाहिए कौन है तुम yeah, this is how we always work in the industry. He said, great. So this is what comes in the referrals. We never advertise. We never been in any mailer, never set in. Our customers kept on referring, the chefs kept on referring. That is how we have always grown. Then it came to a position where now things are picked up and then we started doing training and things like that. Now we started getting calls from all over the place saying like, why don't you set it up here? Because we were covered in the press and stuff like that. But physically, yes, I am a small company. I don't have Mirchandani as my surname. I don't have Ambani as my surname. I am Subramanian. So funding is always a problem for Subramanian South Indian IS. So I can only depend on my father-in-law to fund me. So of course, Reliance also started with his father-in-law's money. So I have a long future to look at. But the thing is, yes, to invest in physical infrastructure, it takes money. It's capital intensive. And investors are also not very comfortable about capital intensive. But I said, okay, let me take my technology, open it up. Let me throw open the data. Let anybody trade. Because we are already using the system and we are very effective. This is how we built it. Now thousands of people can start using it and build business on top of it. So what we are really going to show today is how eFarm Direct, anywhere you are in India now, of course we are slowly going state to state. We were there in Bangalore Krishi Mela a couple of weeks ago. We started in Karnataka data operation. Now we have started in Maharashtra. So what is eFarm Direct basically? It's in a very simple way. It is you are taking the data of the farmers. Okay. So of course a lot of people keep collecting farmers' data, but what is different about that is we go down to the level of what produce, what variety, how much area, when is he starting the seeding, when is it available to harvest, what is the yield, what is he expecting from a price standpoint. If he doesn't know to compute the price, we assist him in arriving at cost of production prices so that it's more stable for the farmer. Okay. Similarly for the buyers, we have what is that they are buying, how much quantity, so the demand and supply is predicted. Then for intermediaries, anybody who is supplying to a farmer, somebody is supplying precision equipment, somebody is supplying tractors or seeds or fertilizers. The struggle there also is like you have a seed for tomato, you want to search for who are all the tomato farmers. How do you search for them? It is a big struggle for you. Similarly, the farmer also comes to us and says, I am not getting seed, the government quota is over and black market is very high. Is there any seed company? So they say, okay, let's put all the information together. So basically what eFarm Direct is, we take the farmer's information, so a combination of mobile and computer technology. So basically like the buyers, it could be anybody, it could even be the mandi person, the sabjiwala, retailers, exporters, everybody's demand is now captured. Anybody who's supplying to the farmers is also captured. Transport operators, so it is also a big challenge, like you struck a deal between Chennai and Nasik to send onions. Now how do you get the trucks? To go the truck, he's going to charge 5,000, 10,000 bucks. But the thing interesting about the trucks is they are also unorganized. They also have brokers. So we said, okay, we will enter that segment, start taking their data. So a guy typically goes one way to Chennai, means he'll charge you two-way because he doesn't know whether he's going to get business back. So what we are saying is like Fast Track or Meru cabs. What do? They keep track of all the cabs in the database. The minute the cab gets released, immediately the next customer's data goes to their side. So everybody has a mobile phone. The truck guy is also saying, I'm right now running. And the minute he's free, we map it saying like, oh, there is some other farmer or some other buyer trying to go back to Maharashtra or Pune. So as he gets more business, his cost will come down. So he'll say, I can now operate the reverse journey at half the cost. So 25% of your cost of your produce typically is transport. That gets come down. So the end customer starts seeing prices which are lower and lower. So let me do a live demonstration of it. Okay, this is actually, we have a booth here. You can actually see it more in detail. Because the screens right now is a test kind of thing because some data has been. So suppose what produce would you like? So what do you eat? What do you like? Tomato. Okay. So if you want to see tomato farmers, of course, later on the search screen will become more and more generic in the sense like. So we have been capturing information from Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra. So this was somebody who just checked in yesterday at that booth, Yogesh Pasar. Did you know Yogesh Pasar before? That he had tomatoes? By the way, he has tomatoes. Naveen Bangalore, he's growing in half an acre. Because some of the data is not captured because my call center is still calling. Because just yesterday we just loaded some base data. By the way, he's also growing onion, maize, cauliflower, wheat and cabbage. So if you are a hotel and you are zeroed down on a farmer who is good, because the hotel buys hundreds of things. So he said, oh, he has a lot of things. And typically what happens is a farm area, if you see, they'll have 20 acres. But if you add up all of these, they'll be hardly growing for only 5 or 10 acres. Because there is no laborer, there's no problem. Then the hotel will come and say, hey, by the way, hey, you have extra land. Why don't you go grease these things also for me? Because it is easy for me to send a truck every day and get something from him. Boom, overnight his revenue goes up. And the hotel guys will give advance because they have 1 year of demand. Because they have to take tomato every day, they have to take lettuce every day. So they'll say, I've identified a few farmers, my headache is over, the supply guy comes straight to the farm and says, I will pick from you, I'll send a truck over. Done. So similarly, the farmer can call a call center and say, show me buyers. So suppose he wants to get into some business, show me the buyers. Okay, so the question would come like, hey, the farmer does not know computers, what do we do? So then we put this concept of a call center. Okay, my call center is live. Okay, so I will invite Bhaskar to step in to help me out. So like a farmer, he's going to make a call to the call center. And interestingly, my call center is also